morning, you guys. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, y'all, what's going on? Kristi Michelle is in the building. She back.
She back and she's sleeping.
We missed you. We missed you yesterday. You sleep. I know. It's one of those days. Like, my asthma is trying to take over. I'm rebuking that asthma. It's trying to take over my body.
Okay, you
I'm
better
like,
take
wait a
that
minute.
medicine.
I did.
Inhalers, medicine, all of that.
Girl, I did. I did that. I thought I did good last night. But you know what, Kristi? I need to find out what's going on. I think I need some human to human touch.
I've never seen that cure asthma. However, I never am opposed to that because we as
I
humans,
need a hug. I just need a hug.
we're designed for human touch.
Okay, look, let me say this. Let me say this correctly. That's right. Come on with the cup cam. That's pretty. I like that.
This one came as a surprise to me.
Oh, girl.
It's pretty black and educated.
That is pretty black and educated.
I think I'm gonna get her to do me another one. So I got my custom mugs in. My custom mug, actually the handle came broken, but it's still pretty. So she's sending me another one. But this one she just threw in there with the whole package of stuff that I had ordered. Because I had mentioned on her site that I really really like this one, and I was thinking about getting it. And so when I got my package, I'm like,
that's
threw in the whole cup. So I think I'm gonna have her do me another one that's blue and white, and instead of pretty, we're gonna put petty. But I'm gonna spell it petty as of one of our founders. One of the Zeta's founders, her last name is Petty. Well, that was her maiden name, Fannie Petty Watts. So Petty, I'm gonna put Petty, Pettie, how you spell her last name. And so it's gonna kind of confuse people, but it's really gonna pay homage to one of my founders. And I mean, it's wonderful that her maiden name was Petty because that's the thing. So I think Petty in blue and white.
That's gonna put.
They're not gonna be ready for that either.
They will not.
But this is, yeah, she does a great job. She does a great job. So.
Yeah, I like her work. I need to get me one of those.
Yes, she does real good.
So. I like that. She did that. Let me see that. See that lady's hair again.
Oh, let me turn it around. She does a great job.
She did that hair. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I be talking about right there. People pay for those. You're paying for the creativity.
Yeah.
You're paying for the creativity. Somebody would say, well, that cup shouldn't be that much. It's the creativity. Do you know that is hand beaded?
Yeah, it takes
on there. That is not something where she is just slapping it on. It's hand beaded. Good morning, Queens. Good morning, Alicia Carter is in the building. Yes, ma'am.
She takes time. Yeah, I've got quite a few.
I know, ain't that mug gorgeous? Yes.
She's my person. She's my just my person who does my stuff.
So. Listen, she does a great job.
Of course, she's a black female. Of course, she's a black female.
Of course.
If I can go black on, I will.
Of course. So support your people. Get your people in there supporting the people. I like that. That is amazing. Yeah. What are we talking about this morning, ladies? Well, this morning, we're talking about Miss Nikki need a hug.
She need a hug. I mean, listen. Human contact is made.
I need a hug from somebody's son.
Yes, and not God's son. We get that hug all the time because somebody will come here and be deep and be like, Lord,
Wait a minute, Uncle Jerry is gone. Like my feelings is hurt. Jerry.
Let me. First of all, why is our feelings hurt? The man was 79. I mean, at some point you gonna go to the.
He was my Jerry.
You gonna go to the upper room.
Well, I wasn't ready for it to go yesterday. Jerry.
Can we talk about? We can talk about Jerry, but can we talk about the publicity also of the woman that accused Emmett Till, who died yesterday, that is making the news?
She's dead.
She did. But let me tell you the amazing.
I'm trying to understand why did she make the news like that?
That part. But more than that, she passed away in Westlake, Louisiana, confirmed by the Calcasieu Parish Coroner's Office. And y'all probably thinking, okay, Kristi, whatever. Well, I'm from Lake Charles. Lake Charles and Westlake are 10 minutes apart. Calcasieu Parish is the parish I'm from. So they've been hiding this heifer out in basically it's like Lake Charles would be Houston and like Westlake would be like a Pearland. So they've been hiding this heifer out where we all been staying there. So I'm like, how long she been there?
Right, right.
So it's amazing to know that the heifer being that close.
Right.
All the time. Anyway, I thought that was.
How did she pass?
I know she had cancer. She definitely had cancer.
Oh, so, you know what? I saw somebody say yesterday, say, I'm glad the cancer ate her out. I was like, what?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, well, here's the deal, baby. She about to meet the ultimate, or she is meeting the ultimate judgment caller. Hey, can't nobody get you like he can. It ain't nothing like having the answer to him on that glorious day. So whether she gonna answer when we all get raptured up, whatever, I know there's all different kind of things. Some people say you answer now, some people say you answer, whatever it is. I know wherever she's transitioned to, she's got to answer. And I
hope she did say something.
She admitted that she lied.
She tried to be.
That was the big thing. Well, I mean, I'm hoping she tried to make it right.
Yeah, I know she admitted that, but I'm like,
well, she could have tried to make it right, but you still got to reap it and sowing principle. I think a lot of times
all your life,
you still got to reap it and sowing principle.
That you do all your life. And did she have children?
I don't know. I don't know that much about her.
She suffered God's wrath is stronger than ours.
All day.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes immediate death is not the answer. Sometimes some people need to some people gonna suffer that thing out.
Yeah, be slow.
But I don't know. But I don't know if she had kids, but you know, that reaping and sowing ain't no more. It don't
have kids. She had kids, Alicia.
She had kids. It don't disqualify you.
The thing is that how do you explain to your children you done made all this good news?
What you mean? That was the time as they were in. That was looked upon. You know how many black people died because of white person?
No. I'm talking about this woman. How she tell her kids?
She probably just tell them. I mean, her kids were born back in that time frame. I mean, I'm pretty sure she had kids. It's telling your grandkids and your great grandkids what their grandmother and great grandmother did.
Poison will definitely eat you alive. Yeah.
Some people do, Miss Alicia. Some people don't give a good goddamn. Some people know exactly what they're doing and they meant to do it. And they ain't got no remorse about it.
Exactly. Some people, they don't even care. They don't even have a sovereign bone inside their body about it. They don't even care. They be like, yeah, I did it. It is what it is, and that's me. Take it and go. Yeah, well, she's gone.
Yeah, but yeah, poor Jerry. I saw that they had Jerry on there. That Jerry passed away. I didn't watch much of Jerry Springer.
Oh, I watched Jerry.
I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of it.
Jerry was the one that could tell the ultimate messiness of getting all your business out to the streets and make everybody come to one table. Yeah. And then he gave a good word at the end. That's what I liked about it. He did give you a moral of the story. A really good. He gave you something to think about. And he's had some really good one-liners. But he's built, he's built relationships for, like, Steve is now a therapist. He went from a bodyguard. That was his bodyguard.
Oh.
He went from being a bodyguard to
I can count the episodes of Jerry I watched on one hand. I'm just being honest. When I did watch it, I just could never get past I love the fact that he would have the people on where the woman swore it was the baby daddy and it wasn't. But I hated the fact that it was. I just hated all that rolling around, all that theatrics and running behind stage. Good, sit your ass. I don't
had a classmate that was on Jerry.
Kristi don't do good. The other people be like, that's just hilarious. And I'm just like, oh Jesus, could this be more staged than anything? But yeah, maybe I probably have.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, you was a true fan, get it, girl. I just never did. Yeah. I mean, nothing against it. I couldn't get past all of that.
Yeah, they did at Maury too. Oh no. Jerry, they used to roll on the floor, but they did it at Maury. Am
I confusing Jerry with Maury?
Well, you may be, because Maury
they do. Miss Alicia, that's how much I never watched. Probably neither one of them. I probably never seen a whole lot of Jerry. And maybe
Maury, you are not the father.
Maybe that's who I'm confusing it with. Oh, see, I'm so sorry. I'm confusing him with Maury.
Now, Maury was the one that gave us the DNA and let us
Oh,
know.
okay. I'm sorry. See, you know that way I ain't watching a lot of Jerry Springer.
And
Girl, thank you, Miss Alicia Child, because I'm just like, okay.
Yes, Maury found out about your baby daddy.
Okay, that's who I seen. Well, child, I probably need to go.
He'll say you are not the father.
Yeah, and all that rolling around. I'm like, girl, if you don't see you knew that wasn't that baby daddy when you did all that. Okay, well, maybe I probably go back and watch an episode of Jerry because I'm just like,
rolled on that floor.
What the hell is
rolled on the floor in the bag? You ran off the stage. Roll on.
Let me go Google Jerry because I probably ain't seen none of him either. So listen. I'm gonna sip my coffee.
Jerry was the one who exposed the men sleeping with the men and the women and the family members. Jerry always made sure you knew that you he gonna identify. So you were sleeping with the neighbor who just so happened to be your sister.
Yeah, I have seen a couple of them episodes too. Yeah, that's probably why I never watched none of it. I know a lot of people like that, but I just.
And Jerry would also have the people showing their bodies off for the beads. So, and then he had the little midgets. He had the little midget dancers. So it was all a lot of live entertainment. I mean, bunch of kicks and giggles with it. Now, don't take it into your life and think that was something serious. But that was what good trashy TV was, daytime TV at that time.
Oh, see, I probably wasn't watching it. What years was that? Was I at work?
You probably
what years was that?
Oh, he gave the translator the opportunity to tell the man they were born.
What translator?
He did.
I don't know.
He did do that.
I'm gonna sip my coffee on this convo, honey. I know how to
speak too. Yeah.
I know how to sip my coffee on conversations that I'm like, I can't participate. I didn't watch.
Yeah, Jerry had some. He was so funny though. Jerry really did have some good shows and everything. Like he would always have. I love to see him. Then they would say, "Fight, fight, fight, fight." Then they do their little fight.
Okay, so Jerry came on during the daytime. Was Jerry in the?
Jerry came on right after. Let me see.
Was Jerry
came on right before Price is Right?
Was he a 90s?
Oh yeah, he was in the 90s. Yes.
So I was in high school.
You were in high school.
Well, yeah. How am I supposed to watch Jerry if I'm in school?
Jerry. You watched him on the week. He came on the weekends too.
Oh no. My parents didn't.
Let me see. He was in the 90s and the 2000s.
I can tell you something. Baby, listen.
Yeah.
The TV watching growing up.
I think Jerry came on.
Was
about 1 o'clock. He came on after. I know he came on after All My Children. Either before or after. He was either the morning or the after. I have to get that information for you.
Child, I was at school.
Good morning.
I was at school.
Spring break too. Yep.
Oh, girl, we couldn't do. Listen, I'm gonna have to give y'all an update on my upbringing. But what we did not sit around and do, they just did not do a whole lot of TV watching. Like, I mean,
I got a chance to watch All My Children. I love Erica Kane. That was my girl.
When I went to my grandmother's house, I did watch Young and the Restless.
Right. Victor Newman is still alive.
That was during the summer.
Now Victor's almost 200 years old, but
Victor's old. Victor Newman is old. Looking good. Yeah. So I do remember watching that and some other story with
General Hospital.
No, she didn't watch God in Light. Grandma watched God in Light. Grandma watched God in Light. So when I was sick, I would go there and then I had to watch that all day with her, or I listened to it. And then in the summers when I didn't have like nothing to do during the day, we would kind of go there when we were younger. But as soon as my mom and daddy put us in summer camp, we was at somebody's summer camp all day.
You watched Sally Jesse Raphael with the red glasses?
I remember her, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Ricky Lake.
I remember Ricky Lake. I probably watched a couple of
Oprah was the girl for Everybody in the Afternoon.
I watched a little bit of Oprah, but
don't watch that Oprah. Don't watch that Oprah.
I did watch a little bit of Oprah. I then remember growing up, I would when I would get home, I could catch a little bit of Oprah. But let me tell you something. We was at the YMCA all day, like early in the morning till late at night, like. And then after, if we just so happened to get out the Y before my parents got off of work, we was on somebody bus in somebody dance class, ballet class, twirling tap, judo, karate, baby. I done took it all, bowling lessons, putt lessons, because
Okay.
what we wasn't doing in my house, you want to just sit around.
So we watched. So
Nothing against none of that.
Alicia says that he came on
baby,
at 8 one time, 10, and recently now at 2. Okay.
oh,
And see,
no.
they gonna run his little reruns because you know. But I had a classmate that was on Jerry, and she told us about it that it was staged.
Well, I'm sure.
It was a stage show that they fly you out. You know, they fly you out one day. You go on one day. You're gonna catch an early morning flight. You're gonna go out, do the show. They're gonna give you $100, and then after that, they're gonna send you back on out. You're gonna get back on your plane, go back home. You're gonna be home by night.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, say, oh yeah. He was a mayor. He was a mayor and a lawyer. Yeah, he was a mayor and a lawyer. Alicia. I didn't know he was a judge, really. But I know he was a mayor. Yeah, very educated. Yes, he was. He's a very educated man. Yeah, he was. Jerry was a good guy. I liked him. I liked him for my moments of watching him. Oh, he was a judge too. Okay. For my moments of watching him for trashy TV, it was cool.
He was the one.
I didn't live too much into it. I'm not a big TV fan. Like I said, as a child, I watched All My Children, Jerry Springer, Family Feud, and also Price is Right. My grandmother loved Price is Right, and Wheel of Fortune. Those were some things that I knew every day we was gonna watch. But we watched the news and TV. She gonna watch her church now. We gonna be looking at the Lord.
We watched the news. We definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a judge show recently. Really? I'm just so sad. I wonder who got the body for Jerry. Ooh.
Jerry.
But, yesterday on IG, on IG, those people, them comedians are so funny. You know, they do the little funeral music, and Jerry is one. He does he's like ooh, 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 with the little Baptist fit with his shoulders. I said, this man is too funny. But you know, comedians, they show them know how to take something and pull it, and you be like, this is so serious. But they take it and they find comedy in it.
Yeah.
They find comedy in it. But because again, these are things that really, really she said, why my uncle had to go too. She said, why my uncle had to go? I know. These are the people that raised us. But you know, these are things that really truly it builds you as a culture, as a family. Those are just things just in your life. Like if you did not by no ways experience the stories in your life, in your family life, in somebody's home that you went to visit, what are you doing? What were y'all doing? Like that was something that just was there. Like whether you, like you said, whenever I was sick and I had to go to my grandma's house, she had on some good stories. Victor Newman was a part of your world.
Yeah, she was gonna watch us.
And she was gonna watch him. They were gonna sit there and watch them. And the craziness of it is, I'm like, I think it's kind of like some reruns or the continuation of the same story. Like Victor had been in so many car accidents, but he still walks out with no scars.
Child, I ain't watched the story since I ain't have to.
Yeah, like I'm like, I caught one the other week, and I'm like, is Victor still with Victoria or Nikki? What's going on? Who is he dating now? Are they still with the same shenanigans? And now the children are well grown. Why y'all still in the same the plot twist of trying to get what is the plot twist now? What has happened?
Like, I don't.
I just didn't know. And Erica Kane, she married everybody she could. Everybody that came on the show, she married every man that came on the show. So I was like, but they went on and they went on and ended All My Children. But I was like, come on, young and restless. Y'all just still young, restless. Victor is 2,000 years old. He's still here with it. I don't know. So
Victor is old.
Victor's very old. Victor's very old. But you know, those are the good classics that we really do as a Black culture. We do enjoy those type of things, especially like I saw some kids outside yesterday, Kristi. I was excited to see the children outside in the street making noise, and they were running.
Good.
They were running, and they were running behind each other. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
So he told me about the translator early in life. I was able to spot them.
What is a translator?
That's the person. That's the person I was able to spot them out early in life. I had a god daddy mama. I can't stand you. The translator. Think about it. Listen, I had a god daddy mama.
A transgender? Look, a person who just likes to dress like a woman.
Yeah, she said translator.
Okay.
She knows she's gonna get, in trouble on the line.
Girl, you get in trouble on this line?
My mama, I knew because of Jerry. He was a he.
Okay.
So they, you can't say too much on Facebook. Facebook makes you, they put y'all in jail because they don't want you to be.
Facebook be putting you in jail.
They be putting you in the jail, so that's why she said a translator.
Oh, child.
Yes.
Educate me, child.
Yes.
I be saying it all.
Yes, translator. Mm-hmm. People report your comments.
You know what, Miss Carter? I don't think I ever had my comment. Thank you. I mean, Lord Jesus.
I've had mine reported. I
don't think I've had
I have to watch when I be saying pop pop. I gotta watch what I say. I gotta say it. Yeah, they put people in. Yeah, little things. Absolutely.
Okay, so friends, so you on probation right now. I understand. Right. I understand.
Right. So you gotta, you gotta be mindful. But
I didn't know. I did not know. Just educate me.
Yeah, everybody had a Mr. Peaches in their family.
I know.
Everybody got an Aunt Peaches in their family. And we all know Aunt Peaches is not the Aunt Peaches we know.
Well.
Yeah. And he did start exposing them. He sure did. She said, I know. She said, I've been in jail several times. They had my comments to being deleted. Exactly. Oh yes. It gets there. It gets there.
I do have a Facebook friend, and she's a public figure. And no, like she really, really, really is. Like y'all see her all over the news all the time. And we're very good colleagues in the field together in child welfare. And she got 50 million pages. I mean, like she has so many Facebook pages. And every time I see a request come across, I don't even have to text her no more and say, if it's you. But I already know it's her. But she got like about 4 or 5 pages.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure maybe for this reason, because like she's major in the like you see her on the news all the time. But she just got 50 million pages. And she tagged all of them when she posts them. I guess at the risk of one of them being deleted, then she got other backup pages.
I got a Uncle Peaches and a Uncle.
Not an Aunt Peaches. Well, that was the name back then.
That was back in the day.
That was the back.
And saying I love them all. Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course. You love everybody with their indifferences and their situations and how they are. Yeah, you have to get extra pages, Kristi. That's one of the things, child. Baby, folks,
I can't keep up.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I say, hey, people who I may know, how y'all doing? I look at that little, how they come through with people who you may know. It shows their profile, so that indicates to show you that people be watching you. And I'm like, oh, who is that? Oh, she watched me. Oh, he watches me. Okay, good. I've seen some of my.
I don't even pay attention to none.
Well, I see it because again, when when it come up so often, it's like, why this person keep watching my page? It's a public page. It ain't no problem. And then they'll send you a friend request, and I'm like, there's no need to send me a friend request because my page is public. Just no, I don't need to be your friend. I guess they want to be my friend in case I decide to make my page private. I don't know. But I keep it on public. It's like whatever it is, what it is. You can pay attention. You can watch. Now I will block some people. I have blocked them. I have deleted them from my page because it's like, no, you just too much. You too much of a brand stealer. You just too busy taking too much, and then I can't take it going to the next page and seeing my stuff on your page. Like, come on now, just come on. Because you know, at one point, Chris, I told you we had a big influctuation of folks wanting to be her. Everybody wants to be her, and I'm like, Jesus. Some days I don't want to be her. Why y'all want to be her?
Yeah. Copyright and trademark.
Oh, it is. Oh, and it is.
From over the
fence. Oh, and it is. Oh, yes. Big shouts out the door, my lawyer, for taking care of business. And Miss Tamala, thank you, Miss Tamala. They take care of that business because I told them if I am building my brand, my name means everything to me. Well, how can we protect it? Copyright, trademark. Got to go ahead on and talk to the people down there in Washington. Send them that information. Let's go to court about it. Let's go ahead on and put them colors and all of the fun things that you do. Put it on paper. So when somebody do, you can send them a nice little envelope. Say, your little letter, cease and desist, certification on it to get you out of there. Baby, don't use that no more. Don't do that. Let's not do that. Don't tell me what the Lord told you. The Lord ain't told you that. Quit lying.
I know.
Yeah, watch it out over the fence. Yeah, they watch over the fence all the time.
Yeah. I guess I got to do better because I be scrolling right past that.
Yeah, but you gotta do that. Oh, Kristi. Oh, Christina Denise does trademarking too. Yeah. Yeah, Kristi, you're gonna have to trademark. You're gonna have to trademark your I am Kristi Michelle because believe me, somebody else gonna try to come up with it.
What if that's their name? If your name is Kristi Michelle. I know I was at first I was gonna do K Michelle, and then there is a K Michelle. Yeah. Whereas I don't think K Michelle is trademarked, but everybody just know who K Michelle is.
She's trademarked.
And so I'm like, yeah.
The way her name is, the way her signature is written, that K, that big K she got that swirls under that Michelle. Yeah, it's trademarked.
But Kristi Michelle is in my LLC name.
Right.
That is not what my LLC is on.
But that's your trademark. That's your brand.
Yeah, it's one of them.
So that's what you want to actually. You do want to trademark it. You want to copyright it because if you're going to do like you're going to get ready to do your paraphernalia and apparel, you definitely want to make sure that all of your apparel has it. Okay, she can guarantee you.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure K Michelle is trademark.
Yeah, trademark your brand. Yeah, yeah, because you want to make sure that you're able to let people know. No, sweet pea. No, that's not going to be okay because you worked hard to become who you are. Especially when you are introducing your brand to people. Like now your brand, we know you as Kristi Michelle. Everybody know you as Kristi Michelle here on the show. So guess what? That's your trademark. Then I am. Yep, copyright. Any content. Yep.
Oh, well, I'm copyrighted already.
Yeah.
Yeah, my logo and all of that stuff is copyrighted.
Yeah. And that be important. That's very important.
All of that's copyrighted. Yeah, the logo and everything is copyrighted.
Yeah, that be important. And people need to know you guys when you're doing business and you're really truly honestly, because your idea, it goes back to your idea of who you are. The girl who had to get with B. Simone about her book. That girl stole that girl whole book. Manifesting your dreams. That girl stole that baby whole book. It wasn't B. Simone. It was the person who B. Simone, her management company, who she entrusted to, do what she needs to do. And stole the baby whole book. And I'm like, how you just gonna snatch that girl book and just plagiarize that book like that so much? Because again, your great idea, your wittiness, people see it and they be like, oh, okay, whatever. No, sweetie. It's not whatever. And don't try to walk me down and talk me down and tell me that my witty idea is just what it is. No, it means something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That's trademarked. I'm
yeah.
I'm aware of all of that. Yeah.
You are supposed to trademark that, Queen.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. Yeah. All
absolutely.
of that's done.
Yeah, so that's the thing. No, I mean, and we have to share this information with a lot of people. That's another resource again, you guys. I
Mm.
gave y'all some information and resources yesterday, but that's another resource that we need to start paying attention to. Your business is very much well worth the paperwork of
Mm.
you making sure you got what you have, because someone will come along and take what you have and call it their own. You get a
Mm.
big time celebrity that has more money than you, they're gonna try to take your stuff. But when you have it already trademarked, copywritten, and everything, you can take that in, baby. They gonna go in and be like, you can't use that. Well, you need to reach out to such and such on that. There are so many people that have to reach out. Like that's the reason why you can't sample people's songs.
Oh yeah.
Can't be sampling their songs. They do not get them samples. They will pull it off of the shelf. Who was that? I know for sure Prince didn't let you sample his music. He only let
Mm.
he only let a few people sample his music. But you don't you don't have too many songs that sample with Prince Adore beat. And so
Good morning.
you have to, you just have to remember that you can't be doing that. And then what's his name? Aretha Franklin. Ooh, she didn't let you do that either. Like
Mm.
it was quite a few artists that did not let you sample their music. Like they pulled it, they pulled they stuff off the shelf from you quick because no, they don't want you to be sampling their music and not giving them the credit, and also make sure they get their royalties off of what you're doing.
Absolutely. That makes
So
sense though.
yeah. And then you got some writers like everybody that be paying attention. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to when Khalees was mad about her song, um, and she was discussing that and telling them, hey, nah, that song, that's my song. You don't just take my stuff like that. And they was like, well, she tripping because Beyonce is big, and I don't care how big she is. You said they're just taking my song and deciding, oh, I'm gonna just take your song and decide that's what I'm gonna do. No, no, no. That ain't how that go. That's not what we're doing. That's not how that roll. Just take my stuff like that. Yeah. Just I gotta go back and watch the live from yesterday. Yeah, that's the one from yesterday is the one we talked about the resources, Alicia. Yeah, talked about all the resources. And so, yeah, you can't do that. You cannot sit there and decide, oh, I'm gonna take these people's stuff, I'm gonna sample their stuff, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get money from it. No, no. But they do that. They do it all the time and try to think, oh, it's okay because this person is at this level, this person at that level. I think a lot of stuff is in integrity place.
Mm-hmm.
Just have some integrity about it,
Mm.
have some integrity as an individual.
Right.
How do you feel good? Like it goes back again. People sleep well at night when they know they did people wrong. I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
Knowing that I said that, oh, that's Kristi's stuff, but that's all right. I'm gonna use it because my platform bigger than hers. And then I'll just give her a shout out. No,
Mm-hmm.
baby, don't give me no shout out. Give my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pay me for what I do. Because while I'm giving it to you, yes, to me, oh, it's wonderful. That's fine. But to you, you worked hard for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we do. We have to stop giving so much stuff away and letting people become rich. Like we talk about this quite often, Kristi, about how we have all these ideas and how we made so many millions for people. But when it comes down to putting it back into us, we quick to procrastinate on it. No. I saw somebody's live and they said you need to not charge for consultations.
Mm-hmm.
Who, who?
That's cute for a startup. I remember when I was first starting up and you're building your clientele. Um, I did 30-minute I did a 30-minute consultation. I did 30-minute consultations for free.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, and it wasn't for me to give you knowledge. It was basically, let me hear you talk. Let me hear what your ideas. But I've realized real quick that that wasn't working well for me, only because I didn't know how to keep my mouth shut. It wasn't the 30-minute consultation, because you can be able to tell in 30 minutes if somebody really want to do business or if they really just trying to pick your brain. So I let my passion for the field override my business sense. That was a big mistake on me. A lot of people need to realize, just because you're passionate about it, don't let it override. And I had to get an accountability partner. I had to have people say, you can't, you'll do your conversations on Zoom. Or, and I really had, because when you get with business and marketing coaches, which I have a couple of those, that I've worked with and still work with, and they're like, that doesn't serve you to do 30-minute consultations, because you don't know how to shut up, and because that's just your passion. And so what you're gonna have to do is stop offering free consultations, one, or you're going to have some kind of timer. You're going to have an accountability. Somebody's going to have to text you and say, hey, in this thing, because I would let my passion override it. And because I have so much knowledge, the little information I was giving, to me it was little, but to the other person it was so grand, because I'm thinking I'm just telling you this and this, and it's like, I just minimized the information I was giving out for free. And so I learned to protect what I've learned in contract writing and consulting agreements, is protect my intellectual property, because that can't be trademarked. What's in your brain and what you say, intellectual property. But baby, I learned how to put a mean contract together. I learned how to put a mean agreement together. And I learned how to require a mean retainer fee like attorneys do. So I connected with somebody that is passionate, but it's also business smart, because you need both of them on your team, right? And I've learned to, if I do a consultation or whatever, your consultation is going to go towards your fee. And this is what your consultation is. This is how much we're going to charge you for your consultation. And it's not in vain, because if you're willing to pay the 30 or the 50 for my consultation, then I'm going to put that towards your service. If you're not willing to pay just to hear, then I probably don't want to do business with you anyway. So, I had to be coached on that, and I had to be coached on different ways to put that agreement together, and to put that, to protect my intellectual property. Even if you decide to come this far with me and you quit, then you got to return back the information that I've already written, and it's going to be given to you in draft mode or whatever. So, protecting that intellectual property, especially when it comes to stuff that I do a lot, policy and procedure writing, it can get tricky, because people they can take your written word and copy a lot of it when they haven't finished paying for the service. So I've learned how to navigate and maneuver through that, to protect that. And as well as, again, retainer fees. Attorneys on retainer for a minute. If you just feel like you just need me for a question, or I just may need you just to help me with this policy, well, then I have what I call a retainer. You're going to keep me on retainer. Now, but the retainer, it could be 1,000, it could be 25, it could be 1,500, depending on what you need me on retainer for. Is it for your contract? Is it for your license? Is it for after you get it for QA? So I've learned to have different packages together for my retainer. Now, with your retainer, what you get, I've had people that have me on retainer, of course, for a length of time, and they've called and say, hey, the state is here. Can you please send me a policy for 24-hour wake night supervision? Bet, got it. Yeah, but that's what a lawyer does. And when you got them on retainer, you're gonna pay them for their for their knowledge right then and there. So I've learned more. So I love logos and trademarks and all that stuff, and which, like I said, my logos and all that stuff is trademarked. I'm sorry, it's copyrighted. But I've learned to protect that intellectual property, because it gets so testy when it comes to court and somebody paid you for your written services. And they paid you, but they didn't do it in full. Oh God. So that for me has been the more of a learning tool. I've had people that I've helped, or they paid me for their services, only for them to turn around and then they like, oh, such and such writing process and procedures now. And I'm like, really? Because they just paid me to write some 3-6 months ago. And they think that they know how to do it because you have one set. And so what you're trying to do is take what I did and just duplicate it and for everybody else, which is not a cookie cutter thing.
Mess it up.
And here's the deal: people do that, and there's something, and I can't get away from that. I can't. Hey, Miss
Good morning, Tam.
I can't get away from somebody doing that. They paid me for it, and that's theirs. If they want to try to take it and duplicate it, I can't go around saying, "Oh, they took my stuff," because really they paid me for it for theirs. Now that's them if they want to try to duplicate it. But you see a lot of that, and then I've had attorneys that I keep on my team that I can call and say, hey, this is happening. Is it a violation? I can't say that they going around stealing my stuff. They was like, no, they paid you for your service. So they can take whatever they paid you for and try to do it.
Keyword,
Kristi. Yeah, they paid me for it.
They paid you for it.
But we all know you can try to just sell a policy and procedure, but it's gonna be cookie cutter. So it's gonna come back full circle anyway. But
you gotta change something out of there. It don't even work for your business.
Yeah. And so it's it happens. But what I have learned is that at first I was getting upset about it. And I was like, oh, I need to watch who I work with, because this person is out there and they get more clients than me or whatever it may have been. But if you get a good coach on your team, even Oprah has a coach. The best of the best keep a coach. And so I keep a coach and a mentor on my team. I just do. I keep somebody that is well versed in this thing than me. And it's somebody I can bounce ideas about. And my coach was like, okay, so it seems like you're no longer reaching maybe this level of people, because my prices ain't cheap, but my stuff is guaranteed. You're gonna get your shit open if I do it. That's just, and I stand on that. So she was like, target the executives, go in and train the executives. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true. She was like, okay, let them play on level B. Let's come on and you come up here. Because Kristi, you can go in and train executives. Yep. You go in once they get the contract and say, let me QA your stuff because these people is coming in. I said, bam. So she was like, we pivoting. Yep. So guess what? Change it up. You go a step higher, or you start a boot camp, which that's, I was thinking about doing that. Start a boot camp and teach people how to write their own stuff. She said, just go in there and start teaching people. Let me show you how to write your own policy and procedure. She was like, do you know how much people pay for a master class to write their own? I said, yes. So you got to get you a good coach that's been where you at that can say, okay, so that's cool. Let them come in and play on this playing field. Yep. But let okay, it's time for you to go to the next level. Let them go ahead and train direct care. You go in and train leaders. Teach somebody how to be a president. Yeah. Bet. Yeah. So she was like, that's how you got to do it. And I said, there we go. So you gotta,
very good. She's a very good connection.
Yeah. You gotta keep those people. I keep those people in my circle. The people in my circle, if I feel like I'm the one in my circle that everybody feels I've arrived, this is a Kristi thing. I know I need to change my circle because I need somebody in my circle, a person or two, that I'm gonna say, oh, your goals for me. I don't want to be the smartest in my circle. I don't want to be the best. I don't want to be always the go-to person. Yeah. I used to be that girl. I no longer want to be that girl. I've learned, okay, I'm here at this level. Yes, I'm going to reach back. I'm a mentor, but okay, it's time for me to go to my next level. As a mentor. It's time for me to go to my next level. Yeah. I met a lady, it was probably about a year ago, maybe a year or two ago. And she wanted to open up a supervised independent living center for kids that are navigating after 18 or 22. They still in care, but they need to just be lightly supervised, right? Okay. So I was helping her get that. And I never forget this, y'all. And she was, we were supposed to meet on a day or whatever it was. It came out that her schedule was, she was like, girl, I want to meet some popcorn, some Garrett's popcorn from Chicago. And she said, so I just booked me a flight and flew to Chicago and got me some popcorn at the airport. I just came on back. And I said, what? You flew to Chicago for popcorn? She said, yeah. I said, no, why would you do that? She was like, because I can, and why not? And like to a regular person, they would be like, that's some bougie shit. That's a waste of money. Because I used to think like that, well, that's just a waste of money. And then I was like, no, if I could just fly to go get me some popcorn because I want it and it not bother my economic system, it not bother nothing. Because that's what a lot of people do. They catch red eyes. They do at the last minute, let me just run to Jamaica for the weekend. We think that's putting on or that's airs. Man, guess what?
No,
And so this is what I
everything.
said. I said, so how you arrange your schedule to be able to do that? Man, that's fucking goals. I want to be able to say, I ain't got no kids in this house this weekend. I didn't plan on going on no cruise, but let me see what time that cruise will leave out of Galveston. I'll be back on Monday. Let me leave out on this Thursday. I'll be back on Monday.
Yep.
That's what I won't do. I want to do stuff like that. So
Yep.
guess what? Let me go find the people that do that on a regular basis. And let me know how you do that, please.
Yeah.
I want to have a vacation house in Mexico because they ain't expensive in Mexico. Nope. Let me find the people that go to Mexico and they go to their own house. When we add up how much we spend just frivolously,
you can buy it. You can buy it. You got it.
So guess what? Come here, investor. Come here, you. I may not be there this year or next year, but let me see. Let me put my plan together because this is where I want to be.
Here it is.
So you gotta level up.
But it's a tangible goal that you can do this year.
Oh, absolutely. It is. But here's the deal.
You already have the audience that's needing what you have.
You know. So it's
the room's gonna be provided. Let's talk about that.
You just gotta know how to. We just gotta know how to level up. Like I was sharing with the young lady that helped, edit and do all that stuff. It was a team that helped me do research and all that stuff for the stats in my book. And I was sharing with her, was it 2 days ago? So I hit my 30-day mark on the 26th. And so, of course, Amazon, you're considered a new release the whole first 30 days. And the entire first 30 days, I think I may have dropped at best to number 38.
Okay.
So I stayed in the top 100. Yes. And I stayed in the top 50 of new releases the entire 30 days on my first book. Like I closed out at number 17. And so she and I was talking about that. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I was like, I just can't believe it. And she was like, I totally believe it. Because at first I was like, what? You don't seem so excited. Like this and this. And she was like, Kristi, I had no doubt. She was like, I had no doubt that you would do that. She was like, I saw the fight that it took you to put this out. I had no doubt it was going to do this, this, and this. Yeah. And so it was like goals. Now she's also a person that's like, listen, she making some moves and doing some things. And so she was like, okay, what's our next quarter? Like, what we doing? And I was like, okay, this is my next quarter goals. This is my next idea for this next book. I got this idea. And so what I'm saying here is that we gotta keep it going. We gotta level. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone. So like keep leveling up. So it's gonna happen. People gonna steal our stuff. They're gonna try to steal, but they cannot take your intellectual property. They cannot take your next level up. Shit, if I was to still be stuck on the little people that was taking my policy and procedures and trying to make it their own, child, I wouldn't be preparing to walk into the largest district in Texas and talk to they peoples. Okay. I just, I decided I got a homegirl right now. She's she decided to venture off and be her own entrepreneur. And she's in this field. I could have easily said, oh, I can't believe you're getting ready to do that. Listen, it takes guts to just be your own. And when she calls, I'm freaking there. I'm like, what do you need from me? What can I help you with? Because I want you to be successful and be one of the best. And in turn, she's like, I think I want to present at this conference. You want to be one of my co-presenters? I was like, what you need me to do? I don't even have to co-present. You need me to carry your books? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. It don't matter. But it's when you level up and I think God, he definitely knows your heart, and he definitely opened up those avenues for you to get where you're gonna go. So I have no idea where all that came from, but that was that
Oh,
on
that's good.
that.
Oh,
Look, but
that's
that's that on
good.
that.
That's good because
Um,
you're saying something.
I,
You're saying something, ma'am.
so I'm for the level up. I was telling my little special someone about my little things that's coming up, and he's just like, okay, and I was like, you're just not happy for me. He was like, bruh, I've seen what you can do. Like, I'm not shocked. My ex-husband the other day, we was called talking about our oldest child, and he answered the phone. He was like, what's up, Hollywood? I was like, leave me alone. He was like, I'm proud of you, and it was just like, okay. So it was, you just, to me, I'm just like, I ain't got nothing else to do with my time over here empty nesting. Ain't no telling what the hell I'm gonna try to do next, child. I said, I'm going back to school. My ex-husband was like, I knew it. I knew that was coming out your mouth. I say, well, I just might as well just go ahead and get the doctorate because I ain't got nothing. Look, I don't have nothing else to do with my little life. Anybody got some children I can babysit? Anybody got some more children I can babysit? I'm gonna get another dog.
No, ma'am. Do not become the house. Do not become the house where you fill with animals and books.
Listen, why you joking? Why you joking? I pulled up in my garage yesterday and I was like, there's that book from grad school. Girl, listen. Bless my heart, Jesus. It's just, I'm working on it.
Go ahead on and get the doctors. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I don't want to pay for it. I need somebody to pay for it.
Well, you got enough clients that can pay for it.
Now, I could. Now, you're right. And the scholarships is all kind of stuff out there, child. But,
Yes, I do. Them two, and
you got one for me.
She ain't got no kids.
Miss Angela, 2 years old means potty training. Let me be specific in my request.
One is 2 and the other is 11 months. First of all, you ain't got no 2-year-old to be giving away, Tangela.
Is that her grandchildren she trying to?
She ain't giving my sugar away. Give your baby away. Don't give my sugar away. My God, is 2. And
no, 2. Sound like you potty training. You keep that. Yeah. I don't want them when I got a potty train.
No, she's trying to be messy. She's trying to be real messy. Sugar is not for sale.
I ain't potty training, Miss Tangela. Say over there to Miss Nikki.
Baby, listen. Sugar is something else. She is a whole nother level. Sugar stay on another level with it. But you know what, Kristi? That's what I'm saying. You can get that done. And see, you just had a good word put out, and Alicia say that is exactly what she's talking about. Yes. She say they have a program that pays for Black people who desire their PhDs.
Send it to me, child, because I will go to school forever.
Kristi, Alicia said that she's gonna save her money up to have a conversation with you. I love what you said about that 30-minute consultation. I don't do 30-minute consultation. I do 15 minutes. And just what you said, I'm listening to what you're saying to me. And you're not going to wear me out next me because, yes, I am an oversharer. I was share. And it's like I didn't share with you. Now you done ran off and messed up because you didn't. I'm going to come back. Oh, yeah. Oh, we going to have another conversation. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, send me the invoice. Child, I'm wasting up my good paper. And now I'm waiting on you to come back. And then I see you again. You either A, went with somebody else who told you a lie. B, you tried it for yourself from the little questions that I gave you and the little information overload I gave you. Now you sitting there, then C, you gonna come back and be like, Miss Nikki, I think I messed something up. I know you messed something up.
Look, yeah, I've learned to I've put boundaries in place around it.
So that now where you have to go is the question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've put boundaries around myself because guess what? I know my shortcomings. And that's just one of my shortcomings. So I have to have an accountability for consultations. If you cancel on me, another one of my things, if you constantly canceling on me 2, 3, 4 times, don't call me back. Because you know why? You ain't serious.
I remember I had a lady.
I'm sorry. You're not ready. Quit wasting my time.
Here's the other part of it. when someone referred them to me, I have to tell the people that refer them all the time, please don't refer them like as if it's a VIP move for them. Because they're gonna tell me exactly what the expectation is or what you said to them. Oh, she gonna take care of you. She gonna take care of you. I had one person, they wear me down about someone that wanted to do learn about a nonprofit organization. I'm like, okay, well, finally when they get to talking, because you didn't reschedule, and then finally when I get to talk to you, first of all, you didn't want to fill out the form that I have. I have a form in place. I need to make sure that what you're asking me and what it was, the expectation is, I have a record of it. Then I'm talking to him. You're really trying to pick my brain and compare information that you got from somebody else. And I was like, yeah, that's possible. That could happen. Oh, well, is that the true statement? And I said, well, you can always call the IRS. They have beautiful representatives that will sit and talk with you all day. They're available for those questions to be asked. Oh, well, I mean, but I'm just asking because I want to. I say, are you asking for a reference of you need to secondhand guess and check again against some information you got from your first consultation from somebody? Because I don't mind you getting a second opinion. However, you need to pay for more of that. And they wanted me, and then they told me something. Oh, my mission is this. I said, well, okay.
How about this? I don't even really.
Together.
Yeah, I don't even work with people who don't have a mission statement. I have people that would come to me and be like, I don't have a mission statement.
You ain't ready.
Come back when you get one. Well, can you write one for me? Nope. Kristi, I thought, like I said, this was, these are just some things that I've ran into. This is what I've learned to ask people. After getting frustrated, they don't have a mission, because I've learned to not frustrate myself over shit I can't control. So this is what I've learned to answer people. This is what I've learned to ask people when they tell me I don't have a mission statement. And I say, are you the money person or are you the visionary? Well, I want to help the kids. I said, that ain't what I asked you. Are you the money person or are you the because here's the deal. Business people just want to know what it takes to make money. How much is it going to cost me, and when can I expect a rate of return? They want data. They want this and that. And I can appeal to that person, but I need to know what audience I'm talking to. If you are the one with the heart, then you're going to come to me with a mission statement because you got all these wonderful, beautiful dreams and visions and blah, blah, blah. So I tell that person, if you're the money person, go get your person that carries the cape, that wants to save the world, and money don't matter to them.
Yeah.
I need to see both of y'all.
Yeah.
I actually need to talk to both of y'all. So some people, they don't have no mission. Some people don't have no vision. Some people, they really want to come to me and say, hey, I came up on some money I want to invest, but they try to come and say, well, I don't want to make money off the kids, as if that's like a cuss word. And I've learned to say, ain't nothing wrong with you saying I want to invest in a facility for kids, because guess what? It take money to run this shit, and it take money to run it right. Because if you don't have enough money in your savings to even get your contract, guess what Kristi Law don't even do? I'm not even going to take you on as a client. You know why? Because you're not going to be able to pay me. If you're trying to nickel and dime trying to get my services, then you don't have enough in your savings to even get your contract.
Not even to get your stuff done.
So I'm not even going to start you.
And Kristi, they think that's mean.
Well, Kristi, just help me get my license, but you ain't better get your contract. And I can't go to bed at night saying, I'm just gonna take your money for your license, knowing that you can't get no contract because you don't have the extra part in your account. And so there's people out there that'll do it. And I'll tell people, hey, there's people out there that's gonna take your money for your license. But I don't even want to do that because it's a waste of your money. So until you have this much in your bank saved that is literally like you're gonna forget it's there, because you're gonna have to have so much of operating income before, period. And
were you at a meeting I was at yesterday, Kristi?
No.
Let me say this real fast, Kristi.
I just know the game.
I talked with some execs for the SBA. The myth about they give grants out, they don't.
I'll be so sick of people telling me
that. FYI, people, all them folks that tell you that go to the SBA, they got grants, they don't. I talked
the
to
90s is over.
I talked to the big wigs that run the big Gessner Houston office. They don't.
It's not a lot of people.
They don't. They have loans. They have
And
loans. They would give you a business loan, and you got to have some paperwork to go with that loan. You got to have some statements for that loan.
well, yeah, people
They'll
don't.
help you. They do have some business classes that they offer, but
Well,
that money, the big money that all that the people telling you you can get that big money, they only give loans. They don't give out grants.
people aren't. People want to know that you're investing in your own stuff. People want to know, even for grants. What I try to tell people, the days of the era where they just giving free money away, that was in the 90s. That shit is long gone.
They stop.
People at best are going to say, what are you putting up for your vision? Do you even have 30% to put up? Even grants, because you know why? They want to see where you have buy-in on what you're selling.
Were you on
Listen,
home yesterday?
I
Y'all
just
knew me
look.
and Kristi connected, right? We
I
didn't
just
even
look.
talk about this.
I just look like this. This is what I tell you. I
Right.
didn't look like this, but
Because I said that yesterday about resources for events. I poured yesterday, Kristi. I did. I poured. I opened up my toolbox and I poured about how you can have a successful event.
mhm.
And I pray that everybody who's planning on having a backpack drive, at least they started reaching out to some of those resources I gave them. And I hope that they have a successful year, because what I don't want is, I don't want you running and bothering my phone and telling me that you would like to you want me to help you get backpacks, because I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody every year: get in line. That line is around the corner for backpack help.
Well, I mean, honestly, a business coach and a marketing coach would do you a good one. Would do you just so good. I encourage everybody to get you one, follow one. If you feel like you can't afford one, they got sliding scales. People work with you, but
No, Kristi, there's a group called score.org. You get them free.
I mean, the best business coach have told me, like, right now you should be working on your fourth quarter goals, because we're in the second quarter of the year. If you're just working on your back to school drive and school's almost over, you're already late. You should have been working on your back to school in January or December. That's just like you should have your goals laid out, and you should be working on fourth quarter in your second quarter.
And they think I'm crazy.
That's just what you do. You know,
and they think I'm crazy.
And then you see how you're moving.
What did I say yesterday, Alicia Carter?
You see how you're moving. And here's the deal, Alicia. You see how you're moving and you're doing. But one thing about a plan is that it's fluid. Plans are fluid. You can adjust. You can change them. But you have to. I knew my goals last year, what I want to accomplish this year by each quarter. So you did your calendar. So you got to go back and check your goals. You got to go back and check your pitfalls. You got to go back and say, "Ooh, I misbudgeted here. Ooh, I didn't miss." Where's your accountability partner? I have an accountability partner that says, "Where we at?" Kristi, you are in the second month of the second quarter. Where you at? What we need to readjust? What came about that we didn't plan on? What happened that you didn't?
Monica, what you tired of?
Like, you gotta have an accountability person. I'm an accountability partner for somebody else. I'm like, where we at on your life coach enrollment? Where you at? You say you want to be a notary. Where you at? What's the deadline? Because I'm coming back and knocking on your door.
Where you at on them banners?
You got see, my banners is on the way. My banners is on the way. My banners is on the way. I had to decide which one I wanted. I didn't know. I said, okay, which one is feasible? But you gotta have an accountability.
Monica, you're not gonna use that as an excuse. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Use another one. Come with another one. Yep. Use another one. Use another one. That's not our excuse today, ma'am. Nope. I would take that excuse about almost 2 months ago. I'm not taking that excuse now, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because again, you got a whole function group, you got a whole Kristi Michelle, and a whole lot of more people. It does not take a lot. It takes a little bit of every day putting 30 minutes to something that has to get done. And committees, I said that yesterday, Kristi, that you create a committee. Like I was telling them how we do open hand give back. Just what you said. Open hand give back. We plan 2024 open hand give back February the 2nd after open hand give back happens on January 29th every year. Mm-hmm. And so I told him yesterday, I said, 4 months for your backpack drive, you're late. I said, you need to be doing it now. You need to be asking now. If you're not asking now, I don't know what to tell you. Do your job, Nikki. You haven't been getting on me. Okay. I have no problem. I have no problem with calling and checking. Yeah. Like Kristi said, she had to decide which banner she wanted. But long as you're going to get them.
You have to see what you're going to do. You know, you the
resources are there.
Everything is fluid. Everything, like life happens. Like we get life happens sometimes. And you gotta allow time for life, and sometimes things can happen. I do believe in paying respect to life happening. But once you go back and find out, okay, why am I 30 days late on this? Sometimes we find it's me. I'm late because of me. And sometimes you find, oops, my ideas was bigger than my budget at this time. At this time. Sometimes you find out, ooh, I thought this was my team.
Balance on the Cheap is having a sale 55% off, ma'am.
And this is not my team. I need to pivot. Because maybe I thought these people were going to be my team, but maybe they're not the team for this. And sometimes, you have to, you recognize and you make those adjustments on who carries what strength on your team and who carries what weakness. And you just operate on everybody's strength and weaknesses. Sometimes that could be sometimes that's difficult.
Do you believe in, Kristi, getting the outside committee to come in and help with that, like events?
Yeah.
Like getting some people that.
I believe in finding the people who do a job and who do it well.
Yeah.
I'm no longer, I don't care so much of it needs to be my family, it needs to be my close people. Because here's the deal. My vision is my vision.
Yes.
I can't be upset because my son ain't running out there knocking door to door with my books. Yeah. Because that's my son, because he should be excited for me. I can't expect that. Like, that's my vision. That's my dream. His job to support may be to share it on his IG or his Facebook or rah me and support me at the house, but you kind of got to know who to put where. And I do believe sometimes when we reach outside of our normal cluster of people, it increases your networking. And then you get a chance to see where other people are. And then you get a chance to see some people are dying to help people. Some investors are looking for new things to invest. And because they just are, you just kind of got to get out there and like open your mouth. But when you open your mouth, you got to know what you're talking about. When people say, what's your vision? You can't just say, oh, I just want to help kids in need. Everybody want to fucking help kids in need. Why should I put my time and energy into you?
Yeah.
People really want to know that. They want to know, how long have you been? Be ready with your elevator speech. I'm a part of a couple of groups. I've done this and that. Every business person, every company spokesman, that's why everybody can't be the face of the company. They don't send everybody to talk to the media. There is a media person for every company. There is a person, guess what? They have an elevator speech, 30 to 60 second elevator speech that's going to gain rapport, is going to capture your attention.
So help us with that, Kristi.
And you can open and close the deal.
Help us with that real quick, Kristi. Example of an elevator pitch real quick.
An elevator speech, anybody that's running for office, they're going to have a campaign manager. They're going to have
all the politicians who are watching. Here's a free plug.
What the politicians know it. This is where you get it from. They have somebody writing their stuff for them, but it's not a hidden thing. There's a campaign manager. They tell them what to do behind the scenes. So an elevator speech. Hey, you get out there. You're going to talk about, okay, here it is. Kristi, what do you like to do? Oh, Kristi, hey, tell us a little bit about yourself. Hi, my name is Kristi Law. I go by the guise of Kristi Michelle on Facebook and Instagram. I have been in child welfare for 20 years. Some of my background is definitely regulation. My background is quality management. I work for the state. I've done contracts. I've done licensing. More than that, yes, I do have a heart for those that have been traumatized and abused. So I also have managerial level skills. I have executive level skills. And I also have skills of working in the trenches. Trenches. What do you mean by that? I'm glad you asked. Trenches. I have also sat in the administrator role. I have sat in the seats that the people that you are going to hire, I can tell you what the day to day is, the expectation for your staff, for your facility. I'm also here to let you know what executive level management does. Basically, what do you need to know on any different level of all tiers? You can gauge this and this and this. Oh, really? So blah blah blah. You said you worked in the trenches. What does that look like? No problem. I've been an administrator. I've had to go and pull kids in and out their home. I have taught pride training. You start kind of dropping a couple. Now, this is for me in my field. I will start dropping words that they're familiar with. I've taught pride training. I have also taught restraint training, blah, blah, blah. You kind of start dropping stuff, this and that. So then they'll be like, oh, she's familiar with the inside industry. So you kind of got to know what your spiel is. You kind of got to know what your mission is and how to make it relatable to whatever audience you're at. So that's a 30-second elevator speech. You're just giving information about yourself. You're gathering their attention. But if I'm going in,
no, Alicia Carter, you don't need to know how to become a facility administrator. You need to know how to be a executive director for your nonprofit organization and the 7 strategies. That's it. That's all. Quit picking up stuff. Put it down. That ain't yours. Put it down.
Hey, I don't know. Let's see. So you kind of just gotta.
You see what I'm saying? Know. Right then and there, Kristi, you sold her on that. You sold her on it. She said, "I need to learn how to be a facilities administrator." It goes back to what you said to me yesterday. Look, Monica said, "Yes." It goes back. What did you tell me about cooking? Don't tell the people. What was it you told me I'm supposed to say?
Tell me you're responsible for ensuring that the children are fed. You just, you have to know how to present yourself. I can't go in there
saying I was a
cook. No. But you just have to know how to present yourself to what audience. If I'm not talking to executives, if I'm gonna go talk to direct care staff and I walk in there, let's say with my heels, I walk in there like I'm looking like I'm an executive. I gotta let them know I've been on your level.
It's not time yet, ma'am.
I need to open a home under my business.
No, ma'am. It's not time yet, Miss Carter.
So you just have to know what audience. But every person has a marketing person. There's a campaign manager. There's social media. You gotta know. You gotta know what your strengths are. Guess what? Some people are not great in front of the camera. Some people are not great speakers. Some people don't. They are never the face of their company.
Yeah.
Some people, they are never the face. You think
Monica tells me that all the time. Monica Weaves tells me that. So what do you do with that individual who doesn't have right now that particular
what skill set?
That person that person that can step in and be that voice and that PR person.
You gotta find somebody. If you're not the PR person, number one, are you not the PR person because you don't know how to be your own PR person? Have you not been taught? Speaking is a skill to be developed. Mm-hmm. And you have to practice at that thing. So you don't have that person because it's not you?
She says she's not.
I am too, believe it or not. I'm an introvert in real life. Anybody that knows me, please don't go off of what you see on my social media. I put stuff out for events I go to appear like a socialite. So yeah, I'll get out, I'll dress up. The people that know me, they know my version. I leave this house, I tell my son I'm getting ready to go. He said, "You giving them a hot 90?" I'm giving them a hot 90. A hot 90 minutes of my time. Mm-hmm. You gonna get dressed up, put the face on fire? A hot 90. I'm ready to go home the minute I'm getting dressed. A hot 90. My son know, he'll come and tell you she gonna give him a hot 90 minutes.
Be ready to come back.
Listen, and I love.
And you did that too, Kristi. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed. I think you gave me over 90.
I gave you over very little, but I gave you over 90. Yeah. And here's the deal: I love hanging out. Don't get me wrong, but in real life, I'm an introvert. When I go home to Lake Charles, well, let me finish this thought. Sometimes when you're just like people expect you to always be on, or sometimes that's the expectation I have of myself, to be on. I can't fully let my hair down, and that's fine. That kind of comes with, I guess, kind of with who you are. So when it's supposed to be a comfortable time for me, I'm still having my face on. So I'm still at a level here. So I'm enjoying myself, but I really can't say, look at this. I can't be Kristi B. Put it to you that way.
I couldn't tell, Kristi. I couldn't tell.
So I mean, I still, it's like it's different levels. You still do this and that. So what am I saying here? I'm getting to it. I've learned that when I know how to walk in, I know how to shake a hand, I know how to network, I know how to say, hey, how you doing? What do you do for a living? Hey, how are you doing? I know ways to start up a conversation and get the information out of you. I've been trained to do that. I can do that. I can find out what you do for a living. I can find out this and that. I can walk in. I can peek the scene. I can see if you're there with somebody. I've been trained to do all this stuff. I'm an investigator by nature. I did them for the state. I did investigations. There's nothing I tell people. Y'all know I did investigations, right? I see the non-obvious. So so I automatically walk in and I'm doing this and that. So, and I post pictures of me being out this and that, but no, they getting they hot 90. So back to you shy. Believe it or not, I'm shy too. Every time I get a chance to talk in front of people, I am so freaking nervous. My heart is pounding. I don't eat before I do it. I'm nervous. You will probably never tell that I'm nervous. But guess what? I'm shy. I like a small setting. I like an intimate setting. I like to be able to touch and see and make eye contact. I love a grand stage. But guess what? I recognize, Miss Monica, maybe this is for you. Everybody feels like they've arrived because they've made it on a big stage, when actually it's a lot of pressure being on the big stage. Everybody's not designed for the big stage. I don't mind a big stage, but I rather an intimate setting because I feel like that is more my speed. I feel like I'm more impactful. So I don't have to be the TD Jakes and get on the stage. Nothing wrong with that. I believe he's designed for that. And here's the thing, Miss Monica. I can get on the big stage if I need to be and do all the things. But every preacher ain't called to the pulpit. No. Every entrepreneur ain't called on the big stage. Maybe my life can't handle the big stage. I don't like you knowing all my personal business. So while we love to say we want to be on the big stage and I want to be this and it with the light shine on me, I used to say all of that, and now I'm more like, shit. Listen, that's a lot of pressure. Your whole life is up for. Listen, child. I don't know if I need to. It's a lot. It's a lot being on there. So
yes, it is.
You kind of just gotta learn how to be extroverted introvert and kind of how to turn it on. I had to learn that, Miss Monica. It was a learned skill. So what I'm saying is, if you're not that person, find out why. Because maybe you shy, but you just don't know how to turn it on. Maybe you need to be coached. I had to be coached. And then some people who they realize they are just not a good speaker after being coached, then you get a speaker, you get a PR person. It don't have to be nobody on a grand scale. I'm not saying go get the Oprah of PR people, but you will be shocked the people that you can be like, hey, I'm not making a statement. Or you can have somebody else come on your social media and make the statement for you. Or you want to make an announcement, you call Miss Nikki because Miss Nikki is good with words, and I'm going to have her make the announcement on behalf of this. It's so many people that are behind the scenes and they let other people be the face. You would be so surprised when you get to people and you be like, I thought you own this. I don't own this. I'm just a face. Him right there with them ripped jeans and them basketball shorts and that ripped white tee with the coffee stain on it, with the flip flops and the socks. He the one that got the $1 million, but he don't want to be in front of the camera. It's a lot of people that would do that.
But Kristi, you still got to be able to tell your mission.
You do. And
even though you are, I mean, you get away from it in certain areas, but then you still got to be able to tell people, because
you have to practice.
I learned this, at first I did not have my picture on nothing. Everything was the kids and somebody else. Mm-hmm. And that's when my great mentor said, ma'am, Simply Her is simply Nikki. They're simply coming to see you. So therefore, I need you to be more out there and more photos with you. I was like, okay.
If that's your brand. If
And
that's your
yeah,
brand.
like you said, that introvert in me, I'm like, I'm just working. I ain't got time for all that extra stuff. And they
I mean,
just
if that's your
that's
brand,
Nikki. She got the backpack. You know, the girl with the backpack.
if that's how if that's what you want your brand. I mean, I didn't know Steve Jobs, I don't know how to pronounce that. I didn't know Steve Jobs was the mastermind behind Apple.
Yeah.
Until really they forced him out. Oh no, until really I think he was close to passing away.
Yeah.
I never knew he was the man behind the brains.
Yep.
Behind the thing. He was the brains behind. So it's
he
all
became a publicly traded company.
That
and
part.
that's what they did. They bought him and they bought him out of it because he's a public trading company.
It's all on how you building your brand. If you want to be your face, be your face. Wendy's is a perfect example. Dave is not on nowhere. His daughter Wendy is on everything.
Yep.
So
and she used to do the commercials.
That's just that on that. So
But then you remember they pulled Dave on out.
But he still didn't become his own face. Yep. It was still Wendy. It's all in what you want to do. I do believe you need to be able to know your mission. Right. But what you're passionate about, Miss Monica, is just gonna spill out of you. Mm-hmm. So your mission is just going to spill out of you. Mm-hmm. Well, Kristi, what if it don't come out right? It is gonna come out right because it's yours. Yeah. And nobody's looking for the perfect thing or this and that. Ain't nobody looking for that. They don't know. This is your shit. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. This is your mission. This is your vision. This is your passion. That's your thing. You can do that piece. Now, when it comes to the data and investors, you may be like, oh, I'm nervous. I don't know how to do that. That's a taught skill, investors. Yeah. Or that's when you bring your business person who can talk money and numbers and charts and data and graphs to go out and get the money. But let me tell you this, and I don't know you personally, Miss Monica, but I'm gonna say you gotta be.
You met her. You met Monica.
I said I don't know her personally.
Oh, okay.
Meeting you and knowing you personally is two different things. I don't know you personally. Yeah, I met her, but you gotta be willing to open up your mouth and ask for what help you need. I don't know you, but I'm just gonna say that. You gotta, don't nobody know what you need if you won't tell them. And you will be shocked with the resources that people have. Yes. Or their willingness to help. So what am I saying here? I'm gonna say this in this 9 o'clock. I know I got 9 to 5. Yeah. I wrote a book recently. I don't know if you ever heard about it, but I had in my mind all of the people that I was like, oh, this, you have in your mind all of this and this and this. And yes, I had the support, but the support from the people that I did not expect was way more overpowering than the people that I can say I kind of expected it from. People that I didn't think was watching me on Facebook. People that I was like, that you were my childhood friend in elementary and we don't talk ever. Like we followed each other on social media. But it was those people. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you saying, if I didn't put it out there that I wrote this, if I didn't put it out there that this and this and this, I would have never knew. So you got to put it out there. One of my coworkers texted me and said over the weekend, my coworker, and I don't, if you know anything about Kristi, I don't mix personal and coworkers. We not Facebook friends. I just don't do that. She texted me and she said, I read your book and it helped me with my issues with religion and church hurt. And I sent her back the crying emojis because I was like, how did you even find out I had a book? She said, oh, I just talk along. She said, she's also an attorney. She said, I randomly just kind of Google people. And I was like, oh, okay. So some people be like, that's freaking weird. But before I took the job, 2 people on the team was like, yeah, we Googled you. And we saw that you was on Voyage magazine in your article and we Googled you. And I was like,
you Google, baby.
But here's the deal. But people do that when they're looking for jobs. They want to check out your social media. And I don't post nothing that my grandchildren won't say. I keep all of that in mind. My grandchildren will probably come back and be able to Google me. I want them to say, that's my grandmother. I don't want them to say, yeah, that's my grandmother.
My grandchildren are going to say, that's my grand. That's Granny.
So, but what I'm here to say is that she, some kind of way she found out that I had a book, and I never expected that. Like I never expected that, and so she's a Caucasian. I mean, like the Caucasian is of Caucasians, and who knows where that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of got to open your mouth. You got to put yourself, you got to tell somebody what you're looking for. You just never know. You just never know. So open your mouth and say it, even if they don't look like it, even if this and that. And go with it. You got to open.
Thank God.
I'm careful with them cameras, even till now. If I know that you like to take pictures and do everything, I'll be like, I'll tell people not. I don't publish stuff on social media. And listen, I really don't. I had a soror that came to my house for when I had my little crawfish bun. It was her birthday. And she came when she was like, Kristi, I would have never known your little life, the inner workings. I said, baby, social media is just a fun little platform for me. It's cute entertainment. But like my inner what's working private parts of me, child, it is not on the social media. I just realized I barely even post my little children on social media. No, I love them to death.
Yeah, but we don't have any current pictures.
I know what they look like. I don't know what they look like. And
don't feel bad because my children, they get on there for birthdays every now and then.
And here's the deal. It's nothing against those.
We do a little video or something.
It's nothing against those who love to post all of that stuff. I don't talk against it. Like I think to each his own. I just learned to each his own. When it comes to that, people post what they want to post. I'm in a space now where I question my motive as to why I'm posting stuff. I don't know. I'm just in a big motive mindset these days, I guess. Probably for the past couple of years. Maybe since my divorce, before my divorce, I'm just like, okay, where's the motive? But hey, to everybody like to each his own. Do your thing.
I don't post a lot no more. Like I used to post a lot, just so that I have a well-rounded life.
It's your thing. It's your thing. It's whatever.
I stay on the Simply H.E.R. Nikki and God's page.
It's whatever you want to post.
And then of course the nonprofit page, and of course with the group. So
I know some people
on the Nikki and God's page itself, I'll give you a good rent off.
Whenever I do post some silly stuff, I say silly stuff. I be so tired of telling people I do not post stuff on my social media to tell a message to somebody. Like I think I posted something on my social media that said something about starting over and new starts. And child, the inboxes I got, what happened? Is anything going on in your personal life? Is everything okay? Is blah blah blah?
Oh, why do they think that?
Like the one or two people that know my inside life. Is everything, girl? I will never vent to Facebook. I will vent to my tree outside before I come and vent to Facebook. Whenever I put on there, I was making an announcement. When I had to make my announcement, baby, when I said it was a book, blah, 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 and the inboxes I got, girl, I thought you was getting ready to say you got engaged. Girl, I thought you was getting ready to say you got, and to some of the people that inboxed me, I said, how long you been knowing me? Do you think that I will post any of that on social media? I said, girl, I don't even post when I'm going out on a date with somebody. How in the hell would you think I'm going to go public? Anybody that's listening, hear me and hear me well. You ain't never seen nobody I went on a date with since I've been divorced. And that's been 5 years. So if I do decide to ever tell somebody I do again, you will never know up on these Facebook streets who it is. You will probably even never know that I'm even entertaining somebody. Like I'm not, hear me well, that will not be an announcement. Not from me. It won't be an announcement from me. I'm sure in the hell ain't set no time to call nobody to the table to announce that I got a ring on my finger. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I may be on this show and Nikki might say, Kristi, is that a ring? Girl, I got a new ring this weekend. What you think? I mean, literally
No, I would not. I would not highlight it.
I just want to let y'all know that's
I ain't gonna highlight it because the thing is that people be watching Like they watch our hands and they say, now them ladies don't never have no rings on. And all of a sudden.
And she don't. And here's the deal. And you can
And that's the thing for me. I'm not wearing a ring until I have the ring.
Listen, but I say all this to
when
say
I get the ring, I'm gonna be like,
I just and here's the deal, nothing against those who do that. I need people to know nothing against those who do that. Like do your thing. Like if you want to post your mans on your social media, like I'm all for that. If you want to post the, the third and fourth engagement on social media, like do that shit. Like if you want to post your fourth king of the year.
How many engagements?
3, 4. I mean, do you? I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you can say yes 3, 4 times. Do you think?
I'm gonna post my man.
Post your man. Listen, I just want to tell people.
You know I get married every year.
Yes, you do. Let me tell you something. I'm not even posting a man's if I get married. At least that's my word today. I don't feel like, honestly, I like the mystery. I like the fact that people be like, I wonder. I just honestly, I'm finding the kick out of it these days. And so
as I say, and we're gonna got to go. As I say always, and I tell people quite often for us, Kristi, I'm single, but I promise you there's somebody watching this video. Hey, husband. I
mean, so
I'm sure there's somebody watching this video.
That might be a next lie. I mean, just
hey, honey.
Why people think just because you ain't married that you got to be interested in every little thing? I done told this little man in my inbox, no, I'm not married, but no, I'm not available to you.
When I grow up, I want to be like Nikki and guys are married every year. Listen, you have the rights because you are a licensed minister. You can marry people. I mean, you can get married every year. Matter of fact, I get married next month. Next month, the second Saturday. Next month, I'll be getting married.
See, and that's that on that.
Because that's what it is, Kristi. I'm getting married.
Listen,
and me and my love is so excited. We just can't hide it.
Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. To each his own. But if I ever decide to say I'll do again, you still might not even see his face.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not it. That's not it. I'm not. He got his life. I got my life. We all life in it.
Still not gonna see his face. Oh, Lord.
Let's pray. God, we thank you. This is the day, Lord, that you have made. God, we shall rejoice and be glad in it. God, thank you for this amazing dialogue, conversation, God, and being able to celebrate this Friday. We had an amazing week, God, and we thank you for safe travel all through the week. God, we ask today that there's safe travel. God, we ask that right now for each individual, God, that has been on the live and watch on the replay, that they receive some information that's going to help their lives level up, and they're going to feel more power, and also that they're going to take in this information and utilize it. God, I pray right now that you continue to bless Kristi Michelle, God. Give her what she needs. Open up those doors, God, and provide, Father God, as she is walking through her journey, God, and helping people. Father God, I thank you for safe travel throughout our day, God. Take us safe. Bring us back home safe, God, and keep us. And God, I ask right now if there's someone, God, that's suffering and they are depressed and they're not feeling their very best, God, and they're contemplating, Father God, suicide. I ask right now, God, that you bring them to a place, God, and bring someone along, God, who can help them and who can help save their life, God. And God, I pray right now that you will, Father God, minister to their hearts, God, and give them a word. And I ask right now, Lord Jesus, that you would continue to bless us and keep us and take us safe. And it is so, God. We pray and ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Listen, it's not about what we say, it's about how we make you feel. And man, we hope we made you feel some type of way. Have a great day.